For those of you that saw the video on the 46 Gibson, this is a 49, I did mention in that video that there's no way I was going to mess with the footprint of the bridge, and this is exactly why. You never actually move the bridge. So what we've done, I've filled in that Brazilian rosewood bridge with a piece of Brazilian rosewood, scraped it flush. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a stop route. So I'm not going to through route, I'm going to stop the route about here, and we're going to go deeper. The slot that was there wasn't deep enough to properly support the saddle. So our next step is to lay that out, do a stop route side to side, and fit the new saddle. So I've now got the instrument sort of secured by the body. This is the XLT that I'm using as I pull these frets out. I will switch over to the GPS unit when I go to level the fingerboard and put the frets in. I've already leveled the fingerboard, cleaned it all up. These two frets are pilot frets to give me a good read on the trajectory of the string path to the bridge. There is a little bit of space here. What you have to take into consideration is that this bridge has been thinned down. So I'm happy with that. We're ready now to put the rest of the frets in. So I start once again, 11th fret, 3rd fret. That sort of gives me the lay of the neck and the trajectory of the strings from the nut to the bridge. And now that we've got that perfect, we can continue and put the rest of the frets in. Before I get started on this edge dress, I just wanted to show you, this is my rough fit. That's how close I get the tolerances before I do my edge dress. Not taking a lot off here. You can hear that file switch from a crunch to a whisper, and then you know you've arrived. Slightly conical compound radius meant EVO frets. It's good for another generation. Well, this side is done. We're all set up to route out this fresh saddle slot for this. This forward line is the theoretical distance, 63 centimeters, and then the line at the back is the compensated distance. Well, we finally arrived with this 49 Gibson, and like most guitars of this vintage, it's seen a variety of work. Some work good, and some work not so good. But in the final analysis, after doing what we did, it's the top end and the sparkle that I listen for. So listen to the notes on like the first string of this guitar. Like, listen to the sustain on those first two strings. lots of immediacy in the attack. Compensated nut and compensated bridge, of course. A major, A major 9, A major 7, E minor 9. This actually has quite a bit of sustain, as well as that immediate attack. Listen to all the overtones. First position D chord. So we got quite a bit of room on that saddle now to move that action up or down. Now that saddle sits into a freshly routed slot. It's rock solid. No wiggling, no jiggling. The one that was in there before was kind of tipping over. And when that happens, when the saddle's loose in the bridge like that and starts tipping, one of the things that's very common is cracking across the full width of the bridge. So there's no fear of that now. This thing is solid in every aspect.